Hi, I'm Bob from PVC Pipe Projects, and in this video I'm going to show you how to secure your furniture grade PVC pipe projects using self-tapping screws. Now, you may be asking the question, why use self-tapping screws when you can use the nice white plastic rivets which we have on our website? Well, the white plastic rivets are great for 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch and 1 inch pipe. But for heavier projects like 1.25 and 1.5 pipe, you're better using the self-tapping screws. So for lightweight projects like light tents, shoe racks, things like that, use our plastic rivets. But for heavier projects like goalposts and things like that, you're better using stainless steel self-tapping screws. So if you're looking for the white plastic rivets and how to use those, if you click the I button on the video now, it'll take you to another video which will show you how to use them. But if you have got a project, as I say, which is using a heavier grade pipe, maybe for goalposts or something like that, then your pipe is going to be subject to much heavier turning forces and you need to use the stainless steel plastic screws. To fit the screws, you're going to need a drill mounted with a 3mm drill bit and some number 8 self-tapping screws. These ones are 1/2 inch long, which gives plenty of depth to get through the fitting and through the pipe as well, 1.25 and 1.5 pipe. We recommend using the panhead screws rather than countersunk screws. That's because countersunk ones eat into the plastics too much and weaken the joint. When you put your screw in, you're obviously going to end up with a screw head which is sticking out on top, which you might not want because you might think it looks unsightly. To counter that, we can use these, which are screw cap covers, and the screw cap covers make your job much neater, and these are available on our website as well. Once you've got your gear ready, we can make a start on the job. Now, the first thing you need to do is to mark your pipe for the depth of insertion of the pipe into the fitting. If we just try and push it on, then actually we're not going to know when the pipe is fully in or not. So we hold our pipe alongside our fitting up to the next joint, and then we make a mark on our pipe. I'm using a pencil here to make the mark. You can use a whiteboard marker. Don't be tempted to use a permanent marker. Even though a permanent marker will wipe off with acetone or with nail polish remover or something like that, chances are it will wipe off, but there is a chance it's going to smear and it's going to ingrain into the plastic and it'll ruin the look of your project. So that's my pipe marked. Now, when I'm putting this on, you need to hammer it on. I've got a nice wooden mallet here. That's it, hammered on, nice and home. If you try and push it without the hammer, you're not going to get it fully in. So you can either use a wooden mallet, you can use a plastic mallet. If you haven't got one, you can use a metal hammer, but make sure if you do, you put a piece of wood on this side and you hit the piece of wood, not the fitting. If you hit the fitting with a metal hammer, it'll put all nasty marks on your fitting. Once it's hammered home, we need to get our drill and decide where we're going to drill in the fitting. Now, this is quite important where we drill, because if this is going to be the face of our project, the face that people are going to see, we don't really want the screw going in this side, we want it going in the back side where it's going to be hidden from people. So have a think about where that screw is going to go before you start drilling. Take your pencil again, not a permanent marker, mark right in the middle of the joint. That's right in the middle of the joint there, not at one end, not at the other. Get it on a nice hard surface and drill all the way through. So the drill needs to go through the fitting and through the pipe. Once we've done that, we can put our screw in. I'm going to use a screw cap on here to make it look neater. So my screw goes through the screw cap, and then I can just tighten my self-tapping screw in all the way down, so it's a nice solid fix. Then my screw cap can go on the top, and that gives us a nice finish rather than a screw fitting. It looks nice and white and it's almost invisible, especially when it's sitting this way. Don't be tempted to try and put the screw in without drilling. If you try and do that, it's going to make a bit of a mess of the hole. The plastic is going to melt slightly as the friction of the screw is trying to rip into the plastic, and you're going to end up with a really ugly hole. Your screw might not go all the way in because there'll be melted plastic around it, and also when you try and take it out, you're going to find the hole isn't going to take a screw again in the future, so you're not going to be able to dismantle it at all. So there you have it, how to use self-tapping screws in our furniture grade PVC pipe systems. Remember, if it's a lightweight project, then you can use the plastic rivets instead, so check out the video on that. Thanks for watching, bye.